What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and I'm back in the building for a recap of Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is season 10. This is either episode 4 or 5. I don't know. I'll have it in my description. First off, I wanted to say something. They need to get rid of a few people in here. And just simply replace them with new people. First, they need to give Marlo a peach. They should be serving Marlo peach cobbler. She does a lot for these ladies. I love her whole interaction with NeNe. I like how she steps on the scene. And, you don't really know, what she's gonna say. I really love that. They definitely need to give Marlo her peach. A couple of people need to be off the show. That would be Porsha needs to go. She is very boring with just her sister. Nobody's filming with the bitch. Sheree can go. Cynthia at this point can go. Like, none of them, they don't really bring anything. I love Cynthia. So Cynthia can, be a friend to the show. Some of these women need to just be a friend. I don't have an issue with that if we just see them sometimes. But they should not be peach holders. We need wives or, hell, baby mamas with kids. Something new. I'm sick of looking at Candy's ass. Candy was the most interesting on the Escape show. I'm not really even featuring her on Real Housewives of Atlanta because she not really talking to nobody. She not really cool with nobody since she fell out with Phaedra. Her little situation with NeNe, to me, is just fake and convenient because they both have an issue with Porsha. That's pretty much what I need to say on that. They also need to bring Phaedra back. Phaedra is funny and she does a lot. I love the shit that Phaedra does. Phaedra is not perfect and she don't have that much of a storyline either. But what I do like with Phaedra is she does believe in being a humanitarian, doing things for the community. I love everything she did for Flint, for those kids. I like shit like that when they come together and do shit like that. I like that kind of shit. So they definitely need Phaedra, and they need to get at least 2-3 more girls on here. Everybody else can kind of be a friend and come to a party or some shit, get some shit cracking like that, but that's how I would do it. Because a lot of these bitches are just boring. Okay, let's get off into the episode. This episode was pretty interesting. First we have NeNe. She basically admits that Kim egged Kenya on and that Kim shouldn't have made a post about Brielle, sucking dick. That way she can get the John Legend tickets. And, Kim, how the fuck you go get mad when people call you out on that? And Bravo, they put your motherfucking ass on blast. That you, did pimp out your daughter. Oh, it was just a joke. I would never make that kind of joke about my daughter. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. And see, that's the thing with Kim. Kim is trashy like that. She's trashy like that. And that's how you know the bitch has always been a friend to her kids and not a motherfucking parent. So NeNe, admitted that, that shit wasn't right. Because how the fuck you go get mad at Kenya and you the one that put the post up on the internet for everybody to see? It was something about who does she have to blow to get John Legend tickets. And then Kim telling some, nobody knows my relationship with Chrissy Teigen, which is John Legend's wife. Who gives a fuck? You don't say no inappropriate, nasty ass shit like that, Kim. And I'm glad Kenya clocked your ass on that. Y'all already know I'm not even Kenya's motherfucking fan like that. But I was here for her clocking Kim. Because Kim, you were funny with some of the shit you was saying about Kenya. Her having an imaginary man. But you was wrong because you kept coming for her. And when you keep coming for a bitch, she gonna take you the fuck down. Okay, so, they basically gathering, Croy ends up coming to get Kim out, and Sheree and NeNe, everybody gathered kind of around Kim, telling her to calm down, because she about ready to hit Kenya, and Croy was like, look, you just need to leave, because Kim had like, she didn't want to go at first. And then Sheree, I thought it was funny. She had mentioned that Kim has about 17 kids and they need their mama at home and not in jail. I thought that was funny. Anyways, you got Porsha. She's still acting like she don't care that she didn't get an invite to NeNe's party and she enjoys playing with her wigs. Bitch, and then she put her head down in the confessional and got quiet. I know that's right, because ain't nobody filming with your ass, Porsha. Just keep it real. Ain't nobody fucking with you. They not filming with your ass. And, just admit to it. It is what it is. Like I said, y'all, Porsha either needs to get more of a storyline or she can go. She doesn't bring anything. You don't have any kids. You're not married. You're not trying to get married. You won't introduce us to your lesbian lovers. I mean, give us something, bitch, instead of these fucking wigs. Anyways, Kim, Sheree, and Croy, they go and visit Porsha at her house. Basically, the whole setup of this is Kim telling Porsha what happened between her and Kenya and, how it went bad. And Kim, you's a lying ass bitch. You go tell Porsha that Kenya said that Brielle was trying to suck dick for John Legend tickets and because of your son that was injured. That don't even make no motherfucking sense. Kenya never brought up your motherfucking son. You's a lying ass, convenient ass bitch. You brought up your son so you could further play victim. And let me get you together, Kim. You can't do that. If you and a bitch going back and forth, you need to be able to match what the fuck she's saying. You don't need to do these little guilt trips and try to insinuate shit that that people didn't even say in the first place. Even Sheree said, I don't remember Kenya saying nothing about Kim's son and him being injured. I don't remember that part, but maybe I missed it. It happened so fast. Sheree, you full of shit, because motherfucking well it didn't happen. And motherfucking Kim is a liar. NeNe exposed her a long time ago. So anyways, Portia's trying to get them something to drink, get herself something to drink, and she tells her assistant, who she should hook up with, he looked kind of cute. She was telling them, yeah, this is organic Hennessy. Girl, you ain't drinking no motherfucking organic Hennessy, Porsha. You crazy as hell. I like Porsha, you guys. I do like her, but I just need more of a storyline. And then I can fuck with her, but it's annoying. It's annoying, but she is funny sometimes. Okay, next, we got NeNe. She cut Cynthia off when Cynthia was trying to take up for Kenya. But I was confused by that. NeNe, you are my girl. You are my motherfucking favorite on this show, but I gotta clock your tea, honey. I gotta clock you. I gotta get you together. NeNe, didn't you just admit that Kim was more wrong than Kenya? So why you mad at Cynthia when she takes up for Kenya? And you know that they are friends. What the fuck is your problem? And don't do this shit no more, NeNe. I can't take up for you when you do shit like this. When you're jealous that Kenya and Cynthia are friends and it's not all about you. You don't like that. And you made a comment later to Marlo where everybody thinks that, Cynthia's up my butt and stuff and she's not. Is that the problem? Is that the problem, that you feel like she should be up your butt? You know what I'm saying? Because I don't get why you so upset that Cynthia had Kenya's back. And the way NeNe tried to say it is, oh, well, she was speaking for Kenya. She was taking up for her friend. That's what you supposed to do. So is she only supposed to do that with you, NeNe? Don't do that shit, NeNe. Don't come back on this bullshit. You too grown for that shit. So yeah, I pointed it out that NeNe is jealous of Kenya and Cynthia's relationship. And you shouldn't be, because you already knew that they were friends. Like, what the fuck? So next we got Candy and Baby Ace together. That Baby Ace is so cute. I hear Riley's struggle song on, guess Don Juan is playing it and trying to fix it. I have no clue. Oh, better late than never. That's what they say. Guess I can forgive ya. Oh, I don't want to hear that bullshit. So anyways, they're in the studio and Candy lets Don Juan know Sheree will be stopping by because some shit been going on. Candy been out the loop. She's been with Escape. She's glad she got a break from them. I bet you are, Candy. So anyways, Sheree Don Juan makes a comment about how Sheree needs to get the tea right. He was like, I need to be here, to make sure that she's saying the right shit. Because y'all know Sheree, she don't be getting her stories and shit correct. And they go back to when they was in Africa and the bitch lied on Candy, talking about how Candy said that she don't see Kim hold little black babies. And it's just like, that was Sheree being messy. Sheree is messy. That's just who she is. So anyway, Sheree comes by, tells Candy how Kim and Kenya got into it. Basically what Kenya has said to Kim, that she was trying to pimp out her daughter to, do a blowjob for whoever to get John Legend tickets. She told her all that. Candy, eyes all big, she all shocked and surprised. Then she mentioned how Kim said, Sheree had mentioned how Kim had said that Kenya said something about her injured son. And then Don Juan, and y'all know I don't fucking like Don Juan, but even he mentioned, he was just like, you know what? I can't picture Kenya saying no shit like that. I don't believe she said that. And Candy was like, who all heard this? And Sheree said, I didn't hear it. Sheree, if you didn't motherfucking hear it, why are you repeating it? You should have just said that's what Kim thinks. You shouldn't even have told them that because you know damn well you didn't hear that. So they already looking at you sideways, Sheree, because it's just like, damn well you didn't even hear that shit. So, Don Juan and Candy kind of looking at her kind of funny because they don't believe that Kenya would say all that shit, and she didn't. Anyway, Sheree invites Candy to San Francisco, and Candy agrees to go because Kenya's going to be there. Supposedly Kim go be there, and she's saying she don't want to miss all that. So next we got Cynthia and Noelle. They're decorating cupcakes. And long story short with them, Noelle mentions that, she may be just single because she wants to see the world and doesn't want to be tied down to one person. Whereas the guy is like all or none. Like you either with me or you're not. And I guess maybe he wanted her to move where he's at to Charlotte and she don't want to do that. And Cynthia is proud that Noelle is making the right decision. And you are making the right decision, Noelle, because as women and as young ladies, we got to do what's best for us. These men will always put their jobs above us, before us. We got to look out for us. So very smart decision, young lady. I'm proud of you for that. Anyways, let's get to Greg and NeNe. They chat about his health. Greg is doing a lot better. NeNe asks, should she even go to San Francisco because of Greg's health? And Greg says he'll be fine. He's been feeling a lot better. And Brent is at the house. So, it's not like, he's going to be alone. Sheree ends up leaving Cairo in charge at Chateau Sheree. Next, we got Will and Cynthia. They FaceTiming each other, and she's packing for San Francisco. And he wants to take her on a boat in the next couple of weeks. And Cynthia's really feeling him. So, I'm really happy. I'm really happy for Cynthia because that guy seems like a really nice guy. There was a part in here about Kenya and how she lost her grandmother. And Cynthia comes by with flowers and, to give Kenya some kind words. And Kenya played something for Cynthia of her grandmother, saying that her mother was Kenya's mother was gonna give her away, and the grandmother said, don't give her away, give her to me. I'll take care of her. I'll raise her. And then she was crying while she was saying all this. She was in a hospital, you could tell, and, she said, that's my baby. I'll take care of her. When I tell you I'm motherfucking teared up, I'm about to tear up right now, y'all. I'm serious. Because that was so sweet of the grandmother to do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't do that. They'll let your ass go to foster care. They'll let anybody, take care of you. But for that grandmother to step up like that, that's some real ass shit. Real ass shit. And I love that. Okay, so next we got Porsha I'm over here tearing up, y'all. Let me get it together because y'all know I'm a tough girl, you know. Okay, so next we got Porsha. She's shopping and with her sister talking about she doesn't want ugly food. Bitch, you're a vegan. All that shit is going to be ugly. You're eating nothing but what? Vegetables, no meat. So you decided to get your ass on the program. You need to stick with it. Next we got Marlo is at NeNe's. And NeNe pays Marlo homage for showing her how to be a fashionista. NeNe is showing her around to where all of her drawers is, all her black outfits, all her shoes. Like, I don't think they did shoes, but, you know, showing her where her undergarments is, like all this closet space she has. And, you know, Marlo is like, okay, I taught you well. And, you know, it was kind of funny because NeNe is paying homage to her, but she's also kind of shading her like, yeah, you the one taught me, right? You the one that did it, right? You know, it was all you, right? I was like, okay, NeNe, we get it. Okay, so anyways, they end up talking and NeNe tells Marlo that Cynthia speaks for Kenya, you know, and she's a little concerned about that. And Marlo asks NeNe, well, what do you mean? That don't sound like Cynthia. You know, are you jealous? And then NeNe says, no, she's not jealous. NeNe, you know you my bitch, but you are very jealous, sweetie. You need to let it go. Kenya is having a hard time. I don't even know if NeNe knows that Kenya lost her grandmother and how much her grandmother meant to her, but Kenya needs support. You know, I don't like this whole thing. I don't care for Kenya like that, y'all. Y'all know I'm not for that bullshit of what she do, but she's a human being and she needs a friend, especially at this time being newly married and losing her grandmother, and you know, she's going through a lot. So Cynthia needs to be there for her, and ain't nothing wrong with it. NeNe, you need to stop hating on that. Then Marlo asked NeNe about Porsha. Can she talk to Porsha? And NeNe was like, sure, yeah, you can sit, have a drink with her, and, you know, everything is all good. But NeNe says, all I know is Porsha told me the door is closed. The door is closed. And it was so funny when she said that shit. Marlo was just like, girl, shut up. And then NeNe was like, that's what she said. That's what she said. So next we got Sheree and Porsha. They greet each other. Everybody's kind of gathering up for, you know, going to San Francisco. And then there's this weird energy with Kandi and Porsha, where Porsha, I noticed, was trying to say something to Kandi, like, oh, you sure packed a lot. Or, Porsha, bitch, shut the fuck up. Kandi wants nothing to do with you. And it's fine. Let the bitch still be mad in her feelings. She has every right to be. But don't try to further reach out to a bitch that you know that's not checking for you. Cynthia comes. She checks in. She kind of notices the energy is a little weird because certain women ain't speaking. So that's what that is. Next, we got the ladies are on the bus on the way to San Francisco. Sheree wants the girls to bond, and she tells them all about her life coach trying to get her to do something nice for herself. So that's pretty much why they are on this trip. NeNe talks about how she should be a life coach. And she gives honest and very truthful advice. And during this time, she's basically taking a dig towards Porsha. And Porsha knows that, you know, she's rolling her eyes and shit. Everybody can feel the tension. Next, we have Kandi asks when is the last time Cynthia had sex? And then Cynthia, I don't know if she answered because they got so motherfucking loud I couldn't even hear. Kenya asks Porsha how long has it been since she had sex. Porsha says 5 months. Y'all, why was Kandi laughing louder than anybody? Kandi, if you're not fucking checking for Porsha, why are you laughing at questions she's answering? How do you know who, when, why, who she fucked? Like, how do you know anything? You don't know shit. So why are you even involved? Kandi, you can be mad all you want to, but you need to stop being so motherfucking passive aggressive. Sorry, y'all had to spit. But yeah, you need to stop being so motherfucking passive aggressive. It's so annoying. Don't laugh. Don't say, if you don't fuck with a bitch, don't give her any action. Don't laugh at what she says or anything. That's how we know, Kandi, you on some bullshit. Anyways, they asked Sheree how long it's been since she had sex. Sheree said it's been she had some last year. Then NeNe mentioned Sheree loves somebody. They go back to the season 4 when Tyrone told Sheree NeNe was trying to get more money than her for a club gig. Y'all remember when they got into it? And remember NeNe said, I was cashing a check, Donald Trump check. NeNe, ain't nobody checking for Trump, so bravo, y'all shady as fuck, cause y'all know don't nobody even fucking like Donald Trump at this moment. So when they played that, I know motherfuckers gonna be mad at NeNe for even saying that shit. But yeah, that's what happened with that, and I guess that's that same Tyrone. So, Sheree, you was fucking that guy. That's why you was so quick to call him, because you was giving up the cootie cat. You ain't hit the Twizzler. No, I was like, but, yeah, that was kind of interesting to find out Sheree had been messing with that guy, Tyrone. Anyway, Sheree is telling us all about Prison Bae. I am so fucking happy because I'm sick of this shit with the abuse and the kids, and I don't want to hear no more about that shit. Let's talk strictly about Prison Bae. Okay, she says how they start going out before he went in, and she said they stopped talking before he went in because he didn't want to involve her and you know what he was going through. So anyways, Candy mentions that Sheree is normally private when it comes to her business, and she says that the life coach must be working because Sheree is sharing a lot of information with all these girls. Anyways, NeNe says that the life coach is working as well, and she was like, that is so good. What else you have to say? And it was so funny because Sheree is finally spilling her fucking tea and not everybody else's. I can't stand bitches like that. But yes, Sheree, keep giving us more about Prison Bae. I am here for it. Okay, so ladies are settled in San Francisco. They agree all to change clothes, take a little power nap. Then you see NeNe, she comes to Marlo's room and tell her, to get dressed. Marlo says that she is dressed. And then NeNe mentions to her, saying how in her confessional, she says, well, Cynthia has Kenya's back. And, I had to bring Marlo because Marlo's going to have my back. Why are you making this shit so elementary, NeNe? The bitch has a friend. You supposed to be cool with Kenya too, so what is the problem? I don't like that you're using Marlo to be on an even keel with Kenya and Cynthia. Just bring her around because she's fun and y'all actually need Marlo, honestly. I don't think it's a bad thing that Marlo is there, but don't use it to compete with what Kenya and Cynthia is doing. You coming off as childish, NeNe, and I fucking love you. I need to get back to loving your ass. Okay, so next, NeNe and Marlo, they show up to dinner, and Kenya, she shades Marlo, and in her confessional, of course. Kenya, your ass know better not to do that to Marlo's face. Okay, and then Sheree said that she didn't give NeNe a +1. This is all in her little confessional, but she says it is a good thing Marlo is around because they can get some truth out. Sheree, you ain't shit. You ain't motherfucking shit, bitch. This Sheree, she starts some shit, honey, with NeNe talking about, well, let's address the elephant in the room. At NeNe's party, Porsha, she wasn't there. She wasn't invited. And then NeNe like, girl, I don't need you doing all this, So then Sheree mentions to them how she feels is petty. Everybody should be making up, kind of getting along. Then NeNe brings up, you know what? I don't want to hear nothing else about it because, you know why? Because Porsha said the door is closed. The door is closed. When I tell you, y'all, with NeNe, you better make a t-shirt out of that shit. The door is closed. That shit is funny. So anyways, Porsha said that she wants to know why NeNe is so mad. Porsha, what the fuck is wrong with you? Are you really that stupid? Why she's mad at you? You don't remember all the shit you was saying with Debrat and Gary with the tea about NeNe and how you felt she was trying to speak a curse up on your life because she tried to give your motherfucking ass some honest advice on how to carry yourself in, this type of environment, on this type of show. You didn't want the motherfucking advice, bitch. Just be a real ass bitch and admit that you didn't want to hear that shit at that time. Then you had mentioned before how she should have pulled you to the side. What kind of fake ass shit is that? They was at the reunion. Everybody was talking about how all you do is fight. And it needed to be addressed. Ain't nobody speaking no curse up on your life. Who the fuck you think you are? Shit, ain't nobody got time to speak no curse up on your life. They trying to help your ass. Because after you drag Kenya ass, which I was here for. I was here for that. I was here for you dragging Kenya. Because Kenya kept bothering your ass. So I was here for that. I was like, touchdown. But you kept saying shit afterward. Oh, I didn't mean it. Girl, shut the fuck up. You did it. You meant it. Own that shit. I don't like that shit. But I guess she felt guilt or something. I don't know. I wouldn't have felt it, but it couldn't have been me. But yes, she was saying shit. NeNe mentioned, you know what? I was the one that had your motherfucking back when you dragged Kenya across that stage. I was at your side and you was saying shit, and I told you to keep your motherfucking mouth closed because I wanted you here. I told you what to do to stay here. You know, so NeNe is real upset, and she just feel, Porsha, at the time, she's kind of saying, well, she felt like NeNe was trying to take food off her plate. And then Porsha said, you were trying to take food off my plate. Then they played the clip of NeNe saying to get rid of Frick and Fraud. She said they are both declassing the show. At the time, y'all was. But it wasn't just y'all doing that. So I kind of disagree with NeNe on that because Candy was saying shit. Phaedra and Porsha. I felt like everybody was wrong. I'm not going to just blame Phaedra and Porsha for that. But yeah, she had mentioned that she felt y'all should have been fired. But Porsha, she said that because number one, somebody called in and asked her who would she get rid of. And at the time, you were saying all types of shit about NeNe on Dish Nation with the Brad and Gary with the motherfucking tea. You were saying all that shit with them. So of course a bitch go come for your motherfucking coins and your throne. You think she ain't? Shit. She even did that shit with Cynthia. So who the fuck you think you is? Let it go. You know, let that shit go. I'm not saying be back cool with NeNe, but let that go. I was annoyed with both of them arguing about it because I'm just kind of over it. I'm over it, but I feel where NeNe is coming from. Like, I had your motherfucking back. I did everything to try to get you to stay here. And that's what NeNe said. She was like, I tried to help you stay here. And then I noticed the bun, NeNe's bun kept coming apart and shit while she trying to read Porsha. I'm like, ooh, Lord, you should have used more bobby pins, honey. You should have had more hairpins, more bobby pins. Marlo was trying to get the shit together. Did y'all see that? That shit was funny. But yeah, NeNe basically kept trying to mention, you know, how she kept trying to help Porsha, and Porsha didn't appreciate it, didn't want the help. They start saying F you to each other, calling each other bitches. The shit got vicious. And you could tell Porsha her feelings was hurt, because she was like, why you calling me bitches now? Now you ready to choke me out the way you did Kim. And you right, Porsha, because she did. I believe NeNe did choke Kim, and she will choke your ass, shit. I know you be on that Street Fighter shit, but I think NeNe could get with your ass. But y'all need to move the fuck on along, and let this shit go. Because, it's just stupid. It's stupid. But like I said, I'm more on NeNe's side with that. Because, Porsha, you was saying all that shit with your Dish Nation crew about NeNe as if you was never gonna see NeNe again, bitch. So y'all need to make up, forgive each other, keep each other at a distance. Because I honestly don't think that Porsha really wants to be cool with NeNe. I think that Porsha likes to be like if you notice, NeNe has a very dominating personality, which is fine. You know, that's just who she is. And I don't think Porsha wanted to really be a part of that. That's why she was more cool with Phaedra. So, if y'all ain't gonna be friends, it ain't no big deal. Let's just move the fuck on along. And let's add Marlo to the motherfucking cast. Because I love me some Marlo. I live for her. But yeah, that was Housewives, y'all. They was arguing back and forth. NeNe was screaming and yelling, bum falling apart about the whoop Porsha ass, and they was on Porsha's side. More people though I noticed was with NeNe. Candy tried to mention, yeah, I had her back too. Candy, shut up. You know you don't want to be bothered with the girl, don't even mention it. But yep, that's it, you guys. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. It is your girl Brand New, and I am out.